Good afternoon, everyone. For those of you here in person at the Wyndham Garden Hotel, we welcome you today. Those of you watching online via our Zoom meeting, we welcome you as well. If you're watching on a recording, we ask that you please register your viewership to get credit for being at the meeting today. If you're watching on YouTube, you can do that by emailing info@rotarygainesville.org. Again, that's rotary@gainesville.org. My name is Tom Collette, your Sergeant at Arms, welcoming you to this Rotary Club of Gainesville meeting for Tuesday, September 8th, 2020. And we will begin with song. And one of our song leaders could not make it today, so yours truly will sing God Bless America. Please sing along. You ready, Gordon? God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. Now, please remain standing, those of you here, and join me now in pledging allegiance to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. No, I apologize. Please remain standing because via Zoom today, we have an invocation offered by Catherine Price.
Good morning, everyone. Good to be with you via Zoom. On Sunday, Trinity, where I serve as one of the pastors, had its 26th worship service online only. We never dreamed it would be a half a year. And I know the same was true for Rotary. We never imagined the changes that we would be incurring. But it's good to be together. And so I invite you to bow your heads and pray with me. Good and generous God, we are grateful to be able to gather together for conversation and support and learning, whether sitting together in the banquet room at the Wyndham or in our workplaces or homes. We share in this time which sustains and strengthens us. As we yearn for a time when all of us will be together again in one place, filled with conversation and laughter, with lunch and learning and fellowship. In the meantime, give us wisdom and purpose during these unusual times that continue. As some right now struggle with the loss of business income, some try to balance their children in digital academy and working from home, some continue to feel the void due to isolation and loneliness. Help us to support and uphold one another, and empower us, O God, to continue to make a difference in our community, offering the commitment, service, hope, and generosity that we offer now more than ever. Amen.
Amen. You may be seated now. Thank you very much, Catherine. If we have any members who have guests, we invite you to remain standing and introduce your guest if you have someone with you. Seeing none, we have a busy program for you today, always an enjoyable program. We'll get to that in just a moment. For his comments now, please welcome to the microphone your president, Matthew Brady.
Hey, for 26 people in here, we'll take this off just briefly, now that we can separate here and, challenging enough with that southern drawl that the mask can add some additional fuzziness. But for 26 people in here today, nice applause, maybe not earned, but much appreciated. So I looked real quick. We got 54 online, 26 here, 54 online. We're about 80 right now. Thank you each and all. And great to see those that are here. Not a lot to say today other than a lot of words of appreciation. You know, putting this together here, I keep mentioning it, but, Wes and Joe and Don, myself, I mean, we're getting here 10:30 and then Brendan and Greg and David Gracie staying, and then we're here till 1:30 and after, breaking down. It's getting better each week. It's getting easier, but I just cannot say enough how much I appreciate all that are putting these cameras together, those that are working on check-in, and we've been delivering some food, Brendan as well, and Greg. So really a team effort and a great job. We're going to continue. I'm not going to say it in a negative way. We're going to continue to tweak and make it better. I've received many different points of excellent feedback that we can consider in the weeks ahead. Right now, we're working to perfect Plan A, and then we'll enhance and go from there. So, we want to be able to, you're at Zoom, you can see all the different names, and we would like for maybe, if you cannot see on the camera, you can see the names of who's here and things of that nature. So please continue to give me all feedback and constructive criticism. We're going to work diligently on that and continue to do the best we can. But as Tom said, well, let me back up a second. Tom himself, he stepped in and with today's song and filled that gap, and I'm just much appreciative for everything that he's doing and adapting with a command center here, and we keep finding good things. So, but as he said, full agenda, one of my favorite programs. I've heard that several times today from people that are here and some chat, and I really appreciate George Mazzeo in helping coordinate that. We hopefully will be able to have this program twice in this calendar year, as today is circling back and trying to fill the things that we missed because of COVID. So maybe we can continue to put those pieces back together and the things that we've missed and enjoy. So with that said, retired Colonel George Mazzeo, I will hand the mic to you, sir.
Thank you, President Matthew. Welcome, everybody. For the past 30 years, actually more than 30 years, the Rotary Club of Gainesville has been sponsoring an outstanding cadet from each of the military detachments at the University of Florida and been awarding a small scholarship in recognition of their achievement. They have each been chosen by their detachment commanders because they stand out. And they stand out among a very unique group. I say unique because if you were to add up all the cadets in all the 3 detachments at the University of Florida, it would come to somewhere around 300, 350 cadets. That's less than 1% of the population of the student body. So they're unique, they're self-identified as unique, and among that unique group, well, they've stood out, and we're going to hear about them from their commanders. The award was started, like I said, well over 3 decades ago. Some of you old-time members probably remember Mace Wells, Joe Smith. They put it together, and the presidents and the boards of directors in the ensuing 3 decades have kept the program going, and deservedly so. The award was named after Joe Smith, Colonel Joe Smith, who was my sponsor in the Rotary about 15 years ago. Joe was an F-4 pilot, Vietnam era, and also he was a former professor of aerospace studies at the University of Florida, which means he was the commander of the Air Force dead. So the way this is going to work is that I am going to introduce each detachment commander, and then he is going to introduce his award winner, and then we'll hear from the cadets and midshipmen themselves. And we'll go first with the Air Force, then we'll go to the Navy, then we'll do the Army, and when we're through all 3 of them, then we'll throw the floor open for questions. But I'd like to say a little something about ROTC first. A lot of people have a misconception. They think, well, how tough can it be, ROTC? Throw on a uniform once a week, march around in circles for 4 years, and you're good to go. Couldn't be further from the truth. Takes a huge commitment to succeed in ROTC and get your commission in the US military. Let me tell you a little bit about it. Each of these cadets and midshipmen will take 24 additional credit hours. during their college career. Notice I said additional because almost none of those credit hours will count towards their degree. In many cases, none of them count. Okay, I'm going to vent a little bone of contention with me, but apparently in academia, a leadership course taught by a military officer who's actually led something does not have the same value as a leadership course taught by a graduate assistant who's read about it a lot. I feel better. All right. Besides taking 24 additional credit hours, all right, they are going to, well, their classmates are tucked away in their beds sleeping. They're going to get up at the crack of dawn and show up for physical fitness training because the requirements are pretty rigorous there too. And then finally, one summer in their academic career, they have to give up to go to field training, which is basically a group leadership training in preparation for commissioning. So the commitment is enormous. And why do they do it? Well, hopefully, they'll tell us when we get a chance to talk to them. But my